guys. So we just finished our semi-private swim lesson, and it was a 45-minute lesson in Riverdale in the Bronx. Really nice secluded area. It was inside of a really nice luxury building. Parking was definitely a little bit tricky, but they had meter parking, so I just did the meter parking. And the lesson that we did was a semi-private, so it was 2 children, 45 minutes with an instructor, again, that was certified for special needs. And my kid did okay, but it was determined that they need a one-on-one private lesson versus a semi-private lesson. Reason being is that children with special needs, people with special needs, they learn at their own time. Having a semi-private lesson doesn't give them the full scope of the class and the full time, basically. Also, my kid they love to jump in the water, so it was very hard for the instructor to kind of pay attention to 2 kids at the same time. But they loved it, they did well. And instead of it being on a Saturday now, we're just going to be probably doing a weekday class because there's a lot of availability for the one-to-one in the weekday. Now, Penguin City Swim is probably the first swim organization that I've found in New York City that, has a lot of availability. And I mentioned it in my previous vlog that there's a huge gap of special needs instructors for New York City, so almost everything is on a wait list. But Penguin City Swim definitely has a lot of classes that you can take, and I believe they're open 7 days a week, which is huge because a lot of times there's always that fluctuation, and they have morning classes, afternoon classes, and night classes, so that works for everybody. But again, for special needs, it was a 10 out of 10. I love the instructor. I don't know if I'm going to have the same instructor next week and when I swap classes for my kid, but overall, so far, the instructors, the front desk, the people in the other location, because there's 2 locations. There's a Harlem location and then there's a Riverdale location. Both locations I've spoken to, customer service, front desk, everyone has been very, very sweet, and it just works. So if you have a special needs child, if you are a special needs person, or if you're caregiving, or if you know someone with special needs that may benefit from swim lessons, I highly, highly, highly recommend Penguin City Swim. And yeah, that's my rating from Penguin City Swim. Another thing that I just did today was I signed up my daughter for one of my other kids. My other daughter, I signed her up for gymnastics. And I did that with Fancy Feet. Fancy Feet is a ballet studio, a dance studio basically. They do jazz, ballet, tap, hip hop, gymnastics, tumbling. They do a little bit of everything. So you want to register now because registration for the fall has just opened up. And I believe it's going to run from September 19 all the way till June 26, 28. Which means you get guaranteed at least 34 classes. And honestly, the tuition is not bad at all. The tuition, you're looking at less than $1,000 for 34 classes. I mean, you cannot beat that. The classes are 45 minutes to an hour long. So once again, highly, highly, highly recommend. But I did that for my other kid. And then I believe tomorrow I'm going to do one last registration, but he hasn't decided, and this is going to be for my boy. I think he's in between art and tap dancing, so we're going to see what he decides. I'm actually very excited. I'm really hoping that he picks tap dancing, but who knows what we're going to pick. I don't know if you guys have noticed, I am at the beach. Okay, so if you haven't noticed by now, I'm actually at the beach. It is the Puerto Rican Day Parade weekend, and right now we are in a very big staple of the Bronx. If you know which beach I am in, drop it in the comments below. But if you don't, I'm going to give you a hint. It starts with the letter O. Orchard Beach, y'all. Orchard Beach. And if you've lived in the Bronx or if you've never been to Orchard Beach, what are you doing? You have to come. It is, in the 90s, it used to be kind of dingy and crazy and insane, but now they've definitely cleaned it up a lot. So it's actually really nice to come. The water's still not the best, I'll be completely frank. Honestly, you don't really want to get in the water. I dip my feet in because my kids like to play in the sand mixed with the water, so I do that for them, but I will not swim in the water. But yeah, Penguin City Swim, just to summarize, was amazing. Now, the tuition for Penguin City Swim was not that inexpensive. Honestly, it was more on the pricey side. We are looking at almost $500 a month for swim lessons, but honestly, private swim lessons weekly with certified instructors. Every instructor is certified with special needs. I mean, you cannot beat that price at all. So, and that peace of mind, honestly. They work with you, so if you can't make a class, you can make it up. And you have more than enough time to do so, and you don't have to make it up at your slot. You can make it up at any time slot with any instructor because they're all taught the same and they all have the same certifications, which is great. The parking, like I said earlier, is not that great, but there is metered parking. And it's a nice neighborhood. It's a really nice, quiet neighborhood. It's right next to the highway, so, you can get there pretty quick. You're not really stuck doing a lot of local traffic lights. So, yeah, I highly recommend. I give it a 10 out of 10. And the rest of my day is going to consist of the beach with my kids. And I am going to get the McDonald's later, of course, because that's their favorite thing to do, and eat. They love to go play in the McDonald's that still have like the playgrounds and stuff like that. So we like to take them there. My kids are chicken nuggets and french fries kind of kids. So that's where we're headed this afternoon. I want to say at the end of the night, I am going to enroll my children, my other kids, in programs for the September season, for the fall season. A lot of those classes are already open, like ballet, tap, hip hop, piano, violin. A lot of places already have the registrations up and open, as well as the New York City Parks swim lessons. They are also open right now. They have an open lottery for free swim classes. So go to New York City Parks, nycparks.gov, or just look up NYC Parks swim lessons, and you're gonna see the link right there. It's the first one there. You can't miss it. The lottery is open, and they have like 3 to 4 different sessions. And you can actually do swim lessons for 2 days a week or 3 days a week. You can't beat that. Like, you really can't beat that. So yeah, Penguin City Swim. You have New York City Parks, NewYorkCityParks.gov swim lessons. Another good one is Fancy Feet Studio. That is for all the dancing. And then you also have Bronx House. That is in Pelham Parkway. BronxHouse.works. Bronx House works. Bronx House. Just go to Bronx House. It's on Pelham Parkway. If you Google it, it will be Bronx House something. I'm going to give you the proper links and everything in the comments below, in the description. But they have very reasonable prices for the entire season, not just for month to month. You're looking at violin, you're looking at piano, you're looking at guitar. I think that's it for music. But then you have visual arts, then you have drama, you have ballet, you have hip hop dancing, you have contemporary dance, you have improvisation, and then you have adult swim, special needs swim, but that is on a wait list. I know, because my kid is like number 354 on the wait list for that. But like I mentioned before, you can always go to Penguin City Swim. Okay, that is it for the day. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day and enjoy some clips of the day. Talk to you guys next week. Love you, love you, love you.